Hey friends, have you ever heard one of the most incredible rescue stories of all time? It's from a book in the Bible called Exodus, and it's all about how God rescued his people. Let's dive in. A long time ago, God's people, the Israelites, were living in a land called Egypt. But it wasn't a happy time for them. They weren't free. The king of Egypt, called Pharaoh, had made them his slaves. They had to work very hard, and they were very sad. They prayed and cried out to God for help. And guess what? God heard them. God always hears us when we call on him. He chose a brave and humble man named Moses to be the hero of this story. God spoke to Moses from a burning bush that didn't burn up. He told Moses, "I have seen the suffering of my people. I want you to go to Pharaoh and tell him, 'Let my people go.'" So, Moses went to Pharaoh. He was nervous, but he did what God asked. He stood before the mighty king and said, "Let God's people go." But Pharaoh had a hard heart. He said, "No, they are my workers. They will not leave." He didn't believe in God's power. Because Pharaoh refused, God decided to show everyone how powerful and loving he truly is. He sent 10 big signs, which we call plagues, to Egypt. These weren't meant to be scary, but to show that God was in charge. There were plagues of frogs that hopped everywhere, a huge hailstorm, and even a time when the whole land of Egypt went completely dark for 3 days. With each plague, Moses would ask Pharaoh again, but Pharaoh kept saying no. Finally, after the 10th and saddest plague, Pharaoh's heart broke, and he shouted, "Go, leave Egypt now." So the Israelites packed up quickly and left the homes they had known, but their adventure was just beginning as they reached the edge of a giant body of water called the Red Sea. They looked back and saw Pharaoh's army chasing them. They were trapped, but God had a plan. God told Moses to hold his staff out over the water, and then, something miraculous happened. A strong wind blew all night, and the waters of the Red Sea parted, creating a dry path right through the middle of the ocean. The Israelites walked across on dry ground with walls of water on their right and on their left. They were safe. Once they were all across, the sea closed back up, and they were finally truly free. Their journey wasn't over. They traveled through the desert, and God provided for them every step of the way. He led them to a special mountain called Mount Sinai. There, God gave Moses the 10 Commandments. These were 10 special rules written on stone tablets to help people live good, kind, and loving lives, showing them how to love God and love each other. The story of Exodus is so important. It teaches us that God hears us when we're in trouble. He is powerful enough to rescue us. And he never, ever leaves his people behind. He is always with us, guiding us and loving us. Thanks for listening to this incredible story with me today. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing stories. See you next time.